which is called Mountain Brook pose. This is one of the postures that I taught in one of the classes already. The setup is this. You'll need 2 blankets. One of the blankets is here at the top of the mat. So you want to leave the top of the mat. There's enough room for the back of the head to be actually on the mat, because you will feel the difference if the head goes off the top end of the mat. So this is where the head goes. This small roll right here is for the curve of your neck. You do not want this roll to be so big that it makes the curve of your neck more than it naturally is. Okay? So I'm going to back that up. So that's what I feel like the curve of my neck would need. It's basically touching the curve of the neck. So when I talked about the innervation of the vagus nerve that comes from the root of from the base of the spine and innervates in the lower belly, what that means is all the tendrils of the nerve endings come down into the lower belly, and they're activating digestion, relaxation. It makes room for more breath when everything's innervating. So in case you didn't know what that means, it was kind of an anatomical word. Yeah, it was an SAT word. All right, and then the other blanket is going to be folded in an accordion style. So I start from here. It's nice and long and thin, and then I make the accordion not too wide and not too thin. So believe it or not, this looks pretty flat, but this is a pretty big chest opener. I want to leave enough space here for my hand, because my hand is about the size of my shoulder blade. Then my shoulder blades will be here, and then my arms will be out to a T, resting on the cushions. And then I'll show the shape of the pose now. So Mountain Brook pose, basically it's like water moving over a mountain brook, the rocks in a mountain brook. So I'm going to position this just right, and it takes a little while to figure out how do I get my shoulder blades on the ground and not have this in the small of your back. So you don't want to have that in your lower back, but really it's opening up the upper back. So here, I'm going to keep inching back. Do you see how I just like a little inchworm inch my way back and nestle my shoulder blades down? That way, and I just happen to land right on the fold and the roll of the blanket. It's just really just touching my neck. It's not pushing my neck, it's touching. And then there's enough pad for my head. And then I've got my eye cover here. Cover my eyes. And it's really important also that the knees drape over the bolster and the heels touch down. So if you've got a petite person, you might need to put another cushion or blanket under the heels. You don't want to have the person like trying to keep their feet together to get onto a cushion, however. So you might use 2 blocks with a blanket draped over it, something that's wide so that their legs can be at a comfortable distance apart. You're not squeezing them together. And the other part of that is you're not reaching the legs apart either. This is not star pose. So you're going to let the legs be in their natural position, and then the back of the hands are elevated, but the elbows are on the floor. And then I allow my breath to really make and travel its way up to the top of my chest. So this is called Mountain Brook pose. To come out, you simply bend the knees and roll to your side, rest on your side, and lift up heavy head as you come. Okay? All right. So you guys are going to teach it to each other, and there's many variations, but we're just going to focus on this variation right now today. But yeah, that's not wrong. That's fine. I've seen that too. Okay, so we'll come around. make sure after you teach them into the pose, you look around and see how is their neck supported, are their heels on the ground, are the backs of their hands supported. Make sure that when you support the back of the hands, you're not pushing the forearms or the elbows up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.